Well, hi everybody, this is Cap and I'm going to show you what I sold this week. This is my third video. In my previous videos I talked about dye flipping and I talked about fishing, and today I wanted to focus a little bit on botany. In preparation for this video I went to Eastern Thanalan, Camp Drybone, and at position 1420 there are level 25 lush vegetation patches, so you need to be level 21 to see them. And there, at this location, you can get Ala Mhigan Mustard, pearl ginger, millioncorn, and button mushroom. You can also get black truffle from this area if you put up your Truth of the Forest. And every day, eorzea time at 1 o'clock, you can go to position 1215, and you will, at 1 o'clock, the unspoiled node will spawn. The black truffle is on slot 7. Alright, so I gathered about 2 stacks of normal quality of everything. I picked up as much black truffle as I could, and it took me about 3 hours, give or take. I did it at my own pace. I sat down and farmed a little bit. I used all of my GP to get, the HQ quality increase. I AFK'd a lot, just poked around, and it took me about 3 hours. Alright, so let's talk about why these items are potentially good sellers. The Ala Mhigan Mustard is used in deviled eggs, I believe, and that's one of the better, DPS food right now. The millioncorn is used for a culinary leaf, so that helps people level their culinarian. The button mushrooms is used in buttons in a blanket, as well as a few other things, but here's something to keep in mind. Buttons in a blanket for one craft requires 3 button mushrooms, so the crafters, they need a lot. The black truffles are used in black truffle risotto, and the pearl ginger is used in mulled tea. Now, there are other reasons that these things are being used when they're bought, but those are the ones that me and my husband focus on the most. That's what we use. Alright, so when I listed, I just, skipped items that, the prices were smashed down too cheap again. So I sat on them, and a couple days later I was able to relist when I checked all my auctions. If it was too cheap for me to list, I just sat on them for a few days and listed them when the prices returned to normal. I listed in stacks of 99s, 50s, 25s, 20s, 10s, and 9s. Just whatever felt good. Say, pearl ginger, there's a whole bunch of stacks of 10s up. Consider putting your stacks up in different sizes and not have a single 10 up there. They've got, people who need just 10 at a time. They have that covered. So you can cover the bulk, and you can cover like the 25s and stuff like that. Alright, so we're approaching the part of the video where I loot the gill. Alright, so from my first retainer who sells all of my video-specific sales, I looted 54,000 gil from her, and that's from all the basic, like, millioncorn and the Ala Mhigan Mustard. And from my second retainer, who was in charge of my black truffle and my odds and ends from other videos that were left over, I got 4,000 gil from her. So, in total, I made about 60k. Sadly, my black truffle did not sell, and that's probably because there are so many normal qualities for sale at, smash down prices. So, high qualities were not needed this week. I also noticed that, botany materials sold very slowly this week. I'm used to all of that being sold within a couple hours, but this week it took about 4 days, and it was a really slow week. So hopefully next week things will pick back up again when people get their housing and stuff like that. And expect prices to stabilize and people start purchasing items again when the market stabilizes. I would like to thank you for watching my video, and come back next week when I do a video about mining.